interior selection, how you design your home, what you put in there. This part of Vegas is horrific. It's very, very loud, and you'll notice it's grey outside. It's only about 18 degrees C.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's very strange, very windy and very, very loud. So we are the opposite end to where we live. I'm kind of glad we don't live here. So we're going to go inside. We're not sure if we're going to be allowed to record anything. If we are, we'll show you stuff. If not, once we've finished this 4-hour appointment of selecting all of our stuff, we'll let you know how it goes.
So we arrived at the design centre at 1 p.m. and we've been here over a little over 2 hours actually, and we finally made most of our selection, all of our selections I should say for now. Lots to think about. Before we got here, we did log on to this portal, both Anne and I, and what this allows you to do is see the options that you can pick and create a wish list. So the lady that's been working with us today, walking us through all of our options, took our wish list, so she kind of had an idea of what we wanted. We started with the kitchen, so we had a look at the cupboard styles, the colours, the work surface, and there are things that are included already in the price and there's things that are upgrades. And the upgrades with the kitchen, as an example, have different grades, so grade 1, grade 2, up to 4. Obviously 4 being more expensive. So we've kind of gone through the process of picking our work surface, cupboards, the flooring caused a bit of confusion between us, the staircase, so we'll share bits of clips with you on this video, but no, it's been really exciting and very different to the UK. So what they'll go through with you is like, these are your options, you pick your colour and you match, and yeah, quite exciting. It'll be more exciting to see it all come together. Yeah, so just walking you around the design centre now so you can have a look. Right, we're done.
Yeah, we've just finished up in the design centre. Selena did a little walk around with the camera, so we should be able to insert.
What's been really interesting in the lead up to us recording this is that we actually went to have a look to see if other YouTubers had filmed the design centre process, and we couldn't really find it. No one had ever really filmed inside. And
one person, I think. So I guess it'd be quite interesting for people. What it effectively is, it's a sales office that has all of their props, the things that they need to upsell you, so you get to actually see, touch and compare, and it is really nice. So unlike Red Row, for example, where they have just a couple of samples, you can't really you can't really compare them. Here you can pick up all of the different tiles, all of the different backsplashes, all of the different flooring.
Mix and match, literally anything is whatever cupboard. If you want two colours for your cupboard, anything goes here.
I think we actually did quite a good job of picking out or looking at what we liked initially. So they give you a website that you can log into. We'd already picked out selection, and then we realized some of the stuff we had picked was great, some of it we wanted to swap out, and I think we kept quite a good budget. So overall,
yeah, no, I was going to say, and in addition to that, what was quite good in general was that we were in agreement. The worst thing that can happen is when you go in with someone and you've got very different ideas on colours, styles, and then it's a bit of a
the only thing that we weren't in agreement wasn't necessarily over what is better, it's the pricing. So what was good is we had set a budget in terms of, it wasn't one that we preset. I went online, I added it all in, so I knew it was going to be around 25,000 or so.
Yeah.
What we've ended up with, I think, and we'll insert some stuff here, but I think it was about 17,000 total in design options, and then anywhere from 1,800 to probably about 10,000 in flooring options, and they split it out because the flooring options, they allow you to roll directly into your mortgage if you choose, up to 15,000, and the design options you can roll into your mortgage but only 50% of it, the rest you pay up front. The biggest one that we need to make a decision on is going to be the flooring. So I'm quite happy with carpet, although I know it's not the best option for the entire house. I'm quite happy with that and then dealing with it later. However, the way the house is structured, it's a little bit weird because in the great room, you're going to have carpet, and then the rest of the parts that lead off it, it's all going to be tiling, which
Yeah,
looks quite
so
odd.
For the most part, we're happy with carpet everywhere upstairs, so that's not an issue. But then when it comes to the downstairs, what comes as standard is these tiles and then carpet to the dining room and the living room. And I think the difference of opinion between me and Ant is I don't really like the tiles that much. They're fine, very common here. And I think because I've been to so many houses, I think it's quite an older look. It's just my opinion on it, but here you can get something very similar to what we were used to back home, which is like an Amtico, if any of you know that kind of flooring. Bit nicer and it's thicker in how it's constructed, but for me it makes the house look far more homely than the tiling.
Yeah, it's better all round. It's a better flooring, it's much better than carpet. That is not in question. The question is, do you spend $10,000?
Which Ant said no to, by the way, straight away. He was like, no, we'll just do the tiling, we'll do the carpet up to the dining, to the island, which I thought was a bit weird.
Yeah, but as we worked through it all, actually the initial design stuff was around 24,000. We got it, well not we got it, it turned out most of the options that we wanted, got it all the way down to about 17,000, which means if we do spend 10,000, that's not a terrible amount of money. 27,000 as upgrades isn't as bad as I thought, and that does include a really expensive banister, as we call it, or what they call it, stairwell. A really nice, super modern black with
nice.
Stainless bars that run down, which I think will lift the house. So with that included, I'm quite happy with the options that we chose. I don't feel like we've had to skimp at all.
No, obviously budget was not an issue at all. The things I probably would change is I would be a bit more picky on the bathroom flooring as well. That I would probably change. And then I would probably, there's this other thing. So with the bathroom, with the shower, they've already picked the options, and to make a change, so even to the shower basin, to change that, like the colour or anything, they charge you a change fee because it's considered part of the structural options they had already pre-selected, which is crazy in some way. So it becomes a very expensive option to change.
Oh, and the biggest thing is there's no door between the bathroom and the master, which is a problem. We were told that you can add that on, but she said you can't do that unless it was done at the construction phase.
So she said that we have to go back to the original.
It's super,
but I don't think
super easy.
But we can just get something.
Find a door you like, find a handyman, they'll hang it. You don't even need to have a really heavy wall. All they need is some, I don't know what to call them here, but you find a beam of wood, you fix it to that, and then you can slide the door. So this isn't really a major in the sense of can we retrofit something. It's a major in that would be something you'd want from day one.
Yeah, that's it. And I just thought it's something at the design centre that is something that you could have optioned in. What else did we? So we changed the door. The door upgrades were a lot cheaper than I expected. $300.
Oh yeah, so yeah, to go through some of the stuff we changed the internal doors. So here you have options of multiple things. So for example, you can change the height of the internal doors, which we have not selected. So the standard height is 6'8". You can go up to 8 foot depending on which home type. But we've gone for a change of how the door looks, so we went for a multi-panel modern look.
Ant likes that. I'm less so bothered.
I think it makes such a big difference, and for the whole house, for that it was $300. If you go for a different style, which I didn't like as much, it was $1,200. We've upgraded the cabinetry, which is what we call cupboards, kitchen cupboards, they call it cabinetry. The reason why the price is quite high, it's $3,200, is the entire house cabinetry follows it. So when you upgrade it in the kitchen, it upgrades the island and the 3 bathrooms with those cabinets as well. So it's quite an expensive upgrade.
Soft close was an upgrade as well.
$1,400 to have soft close doors everywhere because it's considered a luxury item. And then we upgraded the quartz countertops, which was again, I think,
which we didn't necessarily. When you look, this is the thing. So they send you a portal beforehand, and they tell you can see what's included. And when you look at some of the images there, you think, oh no, this is nice on its own.
And it was the
nice.
Standard. They give you 2 granite options, 2 quartz options, both very nice, but both very plain.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at it like you said on the computer, it's not a big jump because you're looking at it and thinking, well, that's white with speckles and that's white with a bit of blue, but actually when you match up to your cabinets, because you put it like, it looks a lot noticeably better with that. That was, I think, 3,000. We then upgraded the hardware, as they call it. So unlike the UK, when you buy cabinets or cupboards, they come with the bits that you need to open them. Here,
No,
it doesn't come with it, so you have to pay. So that was another 1,400.
And that was another aspect of it, because with the handles and the sink, the faucet for the sink and the bathroom appliances, we wanted everything to match, but it was easier being there. But we've gone for a
nickel finish, so it's a really nice flat, slightly off bronze satin look, so that upgrades all of the handles in the house, including the doors.
The plumbing,
they call it the plumbing, but it's like all of your taps get upgraded in all of the bathrooms. So I think we have 2 double taps in the bathrooms and then a single, and then you then have to pay for the upgrade for your main faucet, which is the sink one, which is like $150.
The bit that I was surprised, because I do love a nice kitchen sink, but then I wasn't so bothered when I was there, to be honest. I don't know.
And definitely not. So if the kitchen sink upgrade was $400, I would have went for it, but it was $1,200 to upgrade the sink from a stainless to, it's a really nice engineered finish.
Nice,
but $1,200 is definitely better spent on the flooring, I would say. So we opted not to do that, and we'll show you the full list of upgrades. We've got an entire pack,
green pack
here that will show. We haven't completed anything now because they have to go off, because we've chosen a backsplash that's slightly.
And knew what he wanted. It was quite. We'll show you in the video, because I've gone round the showroom, but there's these drawers where they show you all the different options of tiling that you can do, and I think we got to the 8th drawer or something on the second side, and I was like, that one. And it's
very nice. Yeah, it's got like glass and different. We'll put something in that shows you. It's very nice. However, they don't have a standardized price for it, and because we're going up to the hood, I don't know. We asked what the standard would be. I think you get like a 4-inch. The next option up is we run our Quartz up the wall, which is obviously a really nice option, especially with the we've gone the white and blue, and I think that was $650.
Yeah, she said it would be around 500 to 600,
something like that, which might be an option because it's still going to look great, but with this tiling, I've got a feeling it's going to come back with a couple of thousand, between 2,000 and 3,000.
Yeah, we'll see whether we go. I really like it, and I think with the banister that we've picked, where it's black, I think, and the stainless steel bars as well, I think it will go really well.
So those are probably the major ones that we've gone. As I said, I'll put something in there. What will happen next is once they get the quote, they will then contact us somehow, let us know what those prices are, ask us what our final decision on the flooring, basically, do we want to spend 1,800 or do we want to spend 10? Then we'll sign off on that, make sure that everything they've sent us is exactly what we've said. If there are any late changes in any form, they charge you 500 just for the change. So I'm guessing this is, even if it's their mistake, that's why you have to countersign. And then we pay 50% of any design options and nothing up front on any flooring up to 15,000. So at that point we'll pay our deposit, and that's everything locked in.
Yeah, but all in all, I quite like the process. I would say much nicer than the UK. I really like this. It gives you that feel that you're really designing the home, depending on the budget you have, the way that you want to do it. I think pretty much anything goes with how you can design the house if you've got the money to spend. So I quite like that. And even if you don't have that much or your budget's low, I should say, this particular lady, I found her not pushy at all. She wasn't trying to make us think that you need to go for the upgraded options. In fact, she made me think the opposite. I was thinking that and she put me off.
Where it was appropriate to say, don't spend $6,000 there, it's not worth it. She said it, even though it would have upsold for them. It just, there was a number of times where she said it's really not worth it here, spend it somewhere else, or don't spend it at all. So yeah, I would agree, she suits that job.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's it. We're now 3 hours after. Was it 3 hours after?
Yeah, we went in at 1. It's now 4 o'clock. It probably only took 2 and a bit hours, but
with Anton's talking, you could be.
No, I only talked when she was trying to print that stuff off.
But let us know what you think of the design centre process. Comment below. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to please subscribe, hit that like button. Thanks for watching.